Hello. Good evening. How's it going? A pre-bonk? Fair enough. I'm afraid that doesn't bonk, that like it doesn't make the noise, sorry. There we go. Proper bonk. How are you doing, White Wolf? You alright? My wet palate is an absolute state. Why is it a state, you say? Well, probably because I'm just rehydrating a sheet that only has a corner used. Not that I'll be using much of it today because it'll be a lot of speed paints. Evening, Ben. How are you doing? Today, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 clan rats, because the last 4 haven't been primed yet. So they need. I'm hoping to put a fairly generic coat of paint on these boys, so it doesn't take 16 years. I should probably grab a brown as well. Scoffin' nice. Before you go live, oh shit, I need to counter lurk. Also to prime off tonight. Haircut and a shave today, looking better? Nice. All tidy and cleaned up. Right, I've grabbed a few speed paints, which I think I'll be able to get get quite far with. What are you painting tonight, White Wolf? Let me I'll drop you a lurk on you. Darth, thank you so much for the re-sub. I appreciate it. And for the lurk. Oh fuck, you're streaming, aren't you? You are. Dropping you a lurk as well. Copy.
Any skills before college? I mean,
not easy. Oh, you're playing Depression Simulator. New brain, who dis? Why new brain? Am I doing poppy red? I think I am. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Slap some of this on, I see ya. The old one worked. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I know that feel. Right then. This guy doesn't wear any armor, he's literally just... Oh, there's some armor underneath there. Oh, I need to get some bronze. Bollocks. Or do I do copper? Nice and dark. I'll do copper. Okay, right. I've got a whole load of paints on my desk, and we're gonna go do silly stuff. The camera angle is terrible, but we'll be painting an Ogroid Myrmidon champion, which once it's done will be ooh nice, a giveaway. This looked way darker on the palette and in the bottle than it actually does on the mini. How am I? I am alright. I've had a really busy day today, but in a good way, because I was actually doing something fun at work, which was quite nice for a change. So basically I wasn't doing my job, I was making... that's better. Making business cards and designing leaflets for my boss's new company, which is a hell of a lot more fun than doing my normal job, so I am not complaining. How are you, Paint? You alright? Not snowed in, I hope. We didn't get very much here on the coast. We had some, obviously, just not loads. Titania, that brings you joy. Good. They are very fun, and Nivian has a game this weekend. And he was like, "Don't suppose you have plans for stream, do you?" I was like, "Why?" It's like, "Well, I wanted to use the Skaven, and then I realized that we hadn't painted them. It's like, or built them." It's like, ah. So here we are. We work from home all week. Oh, nice. Monday, Tuesday, we're icy as hell today because you threw your back out. Jeez. Work from home tomorrow as usual, and on Friday it'll probably be stupid snow. Nice. Nice that the boss doesn't care either. Or is there a hair in my palette? That's... Can't complain when your yearly roundup is all about safety at work. As long as you're working, they don't really mind. Oh, that's nice. Excuse me. You just primed your next kill team. You're gonna start painting them tomorrow. Awesome. What is your next kill team? Angels of Death and Plague Marines from the Kill Team starter set. Very nice. Our local hobby shop is doing a Tales of Armies thing. So Nivian is going to paint and build and paint and play with Death Guard. They're doing both Age of Sigmar and 40k, just to get people into playing, really, because a lot of people don't really know where to start, and yeah, they wanted to. I think Vivian turned the heating off. I think he did. He did. On, you fiend! It's cold in here. Yeah, it's quite nice because Nick, for example, he hasn't really played with anyone other than his a few close friends, and those friends either live far away or don't play very often, don't want to play very often, or have really, really busy schedules. So it's quite nice that they're doing something like this. I have to decide what color to paint the like he has like a hood thingy. That will be black, I think. Or dark grey. I'll have a think about that. I know this whole paint scheme is very much not official Skaven hashtag Skaven lore painting, but I already painted 5 of the clan rats and the ogres and the claw lord ages ago. So I'm just following the colors that I used for them, sort of. Because mostly I need to make sure that I get a lot done. It doesn't have to be perfect. I know you want it to be perfect, but it's not necessary. Tabletop standard. You heard there are rats. Drats. Thank you for the lurk, paints. I appreciate it. Yes, there are rats. The rats are being painted. I am doing my best to paint 11 clan rats this evening. Ooh, thank you for the hydrate. 2 seconds. I shall hydrate as soon as I put this model down. Dum, 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 dum. Very nice. Thank you for that. Maybe just leather. I might just make leather oats. This looks like it's folded back on itself, so that can be... Oh, that's hair. I guess you're going to be a dark clan rat. Good afternoon, Dagamad. How are you doing? How's it going? Oh, look at this freaking action pose. Twisted Pickle, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Ooh, flower goal. 530. Oh my god. That's bananas. And I still need to turn that off, and I keep forgetting. Apologies for the deafening alert. Better today than yesterday. I'm glad to hear that today was better. Sad to hear that yesterday was not great. Anything you want to share, or not really? He's wearing a skull on his head. I think I'll just make it red as well, and then what I'll do is I will highlight this so it will look like a slightly different red. That will make it a lot easier for the rest as well. So, let's go! I'll have a look to see if White Wolf is live yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet, slacking. I don't think you're slacking, you're just busy. There's a difference. Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss it because I follow so many people now that my go live notifications just don't mean anything anymore. I really like this brush, but just a fraction too large for what I'm doing, so let's go see if I can find the number 3 brush somewhere, because I'm pretty sure that will be better. Thank you very much for the resub, Ben. I appreciate it. Isn't number three by number 2? No cheese from it. I don't understand that paint. Isn't number 3? What, like next to it, as in like? No. I wish I was that organized. Ignore. Fairy muff. Don't drop it. Dropping it is for silly cows. No, it is, but it's also at the moment it's my camera stand. And normally what I do is I can probably still do that, actually. I probably have enough. I use shot glasses. I have new blue tack. It will make everything a lot easier if I just mount it instead of struggling with my fingies. Give me a sec. You wondered... I didn't realize that you sent me something. Oh! Hello. I have also not replied to Mark or to Zach on Instagram. I was super scatty, busy with about 15 million things at work, and my boss was in the office, and my colleague was in the office, and two of my boss's new business partners were in the office, so it's like, probably shouldn't be playing on my phone. Even if I wanted to. Nothing against you, purely, safety concern. Safety, job safety. Usually if I'm able to go on Instagram when I'm at work, it's because I'm on my own in the office. And today was the opposite of alone. I don't think I've ever had this many people in the office for such a prolonged time. Unfortunately. Look at all these rat boys. Ratty Ratsratsrats. Three more and the rest can go back in the drawer. I'll need to order some more cups because I am running low. It's supposed to be a big meeting, quarterly review bollocks today in the office. Oh, ew. Cancelled due to weather. Cancelled due to the weather. How many rat boys I got? Well, there's 11 here that I need to. Well, that are based or primed rather, and ready to be painted today. And there's another 4 that are not primed yet. And there's 2, the seer character and the guy with the scope thingy, the. What's it called if a binocular is not bi but one ocular? These guys? That guy, the guy with the thingy. And this seer guy as well, but yeah, I haven't, he's ready to go, but I thought I'd be better off doing quick results for the 11 that I have. Spyglass, thank you. Or telescope, true. So swiftly. Monocular, yeah, that That was the meme answer I was gonna go for, but spyglass was the word that I was looking for. Ooh, you put your latest in work in progress. Nice. I'm gonna have to have a look. Let's have a little look. Whips. Heck yes. That's a lovely deep purple. He looks like he's wearing a diaper. Such a weird model. He's fire though. Fire! You're a contractor, you don't really care. I guess as a contractor you can basically just tell them to shove it, right? Because they'll probably tell you to shove it if they've decided that they don't have space for you anymore, so... You're working on the Chaos Boy this evening? Nice. Thank you for the lurk, White Wolf. That makes me think that he's probably starting, so I will go drop him a lurk back. Indicated that they want me around till August. Nice! Very, very good. No, what I meant more was like the obligation, right? Where a normal, between quotation marks, employee might feel obligated to go to these meetings because you're a contractor. You don't have any kind of obligation to show up to these things, which is quite relieving. Freeing, even. Heater can be turned off again. So for these rats, I think what I'll do, because obviously I can give them all a wash, and then I will leave the bottom half as darker, and then the top will be, we'll get a highlight on the cloth for a little bit of difference in the visual appearance and stuff. You're working, yes, and you're getting paid. Yes, exactly. Lovely. That's all you want, really. I do like Skaven. They are very fun. They're very small. So yeah, you need to paint a lot of them. But they are fun. Ooh, I nearly forgot about White Wolf. East. There we are. Would you want to be employed? Or do you prefer to be a contractor now? So, are you self-employed or are you employed through an agency? I think you're an agency worker, aren't you? Technically, you work for a big IT contracting company. Ah, okay. You're a full-time employee of them. Ah, okay. You're basically, it gets outsourced to people who need you. That's quite a cool system. I did not know that was a thing, but it makes sense. They look so scrappy. I like it. Very common in tech. I've only ever worked for one company that did IT or IT support, and that was their own. They were their own entity, and they got agency workers in if they needed additional labor. It was always a freaking nightmare. There were always idiots. And if they were not idiots, they didn't want to stay because it wasn't a very good place to work. Yeah, IT and telecom support to the hospitality industry. Not a very fun branch of tech, unfortunately. I feel like the best sort of IT support is the is in-house. It's cold again, heating back on. Because at least that way, if someone's being an idiot, you think you can go give them a slap. Exactly. Did you file a ticket? Yeah, most of your career has been in in-house tech. Hi, Johan, you alright? Yeah, have you tried turning it off and back on again? It's like, yes. Okay, let's do it again anyway. Like, I did it. It's like, that's just your monitor, my darling. That doesn't restart your computer. Oh. How's your evening going, Jan? You alright? We were watching a Squidmore video at dinner just now, and it had a segment in it where they sit down for dinner with Borga, the Spanish guy, and Emil and Lucas, and I'm assuming Emil's wife. But there was also a guy with another guy with a beard there. I was like, who's that guy? And Nick went, I don't know, maybe it's Johan. It's like, no. That's the one. Been in a hot tub for a little over an hour. Oh. I mean, that sounds amazing, but there's a bunch of reasons why you could be in a hot tub. One of them is a relaxation, in which case it's fantastic. Another one is because you feel like absolute death and you need hot water to soak your pains away. So for you, I hope it's relaxation and chill time and not... Oh no. Suffering. Okay. This poor rat is being strangled by his own armor. This looks really tight, my guy. Transition into the first one. Okay, good. Body really aches, but in a good way. Okay. Have you been up to much? Big exercising, or? Have a look who the bearded guy could be. Was it around? Yeah, it was. Yeah. He only has like, it's only like in frame for like a second and a half. He was sitting next to the lady. So across the table from Emil. Just life. Insufficient disk space. Why are you recording anyway? Be right back and I'll have a look. Cool. Thank you for the lurk, Chris. I appreciate it. Wait, are you streaming as well? Duplicate. You are as well. Marcus, he works in scheduling and project management. Okay. Thank you for enlightening me, because I get really curious about these things. I was like, oh, I wonder who that is. I've never seen him before. It's so weird to be painting Skaven again. Also see him in 2000 Orc Army. Ah. Have I changed my hair? No, but I washed it and put a hat on it. So it's the same but not, if that makes sense. It's squished under a hat in a different position than it normally would be. It will be changed on Friday though. I can get my hair done on Friday because it's been too long. It's just hiding under the hat, it's all here. I showered, I know. I showered twice actually. Yesterday. Today I showered once. Always shower in the morning. I can't wake up otherwise, or I struggle to wake up otherwise. But I never have time to wash my hair in the morning. So to do that I always go back and shower in the evening. 200 channel points, her hair could be different. Oh no. Right. Right. Not to worry. See, on these, yeah. Let's see what we'll this is gonna look naff, isn't it? Yeah. I'll just put this on the tails instead. And then the legs and stuff can be brown. And then the feet can still be pink, but I'll make the feet pink and then we'll put... And the hands and the face. Red, yes, yes. Ears, hands. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself this early on in the process, going for light instead of... But it'll teach me to be precise later on, I guess. Feetsies, rat feetsies. My little toesies. Speaking of little toesies, got some really cute little toesies underneath the desk here at the moment because the dog is ridiculously tired. He went to daycare for the first time in weeks because obviously the Christmas period is done and I'm back to work. He's back to daycare on Wednesdays. Hopefully that will also freaking reset his bloody I don't want to go to bed mum routine that he picked up the last 2 weeks. Wherein he just absolutely refuses to go to bed. And then if I put him in his bed, he has a massive crate, probably... Well, taller than my desk, deeper than my desk, wider than my desk. It's massive. It's like Labrador-sized crate. with really nice fluffy bedding in it, and he's always loved it. He's always happily gone in it. And the last 2 weeks, he's just been angry barking every time I put him in it. At first, I was like, I wonder if something's wrong, and maybe the cat peed in it, or something like that. I would be annoyed too if I had to be in there and if the cat had peed in it. So I took it all out, washed all his bedding, washed the mattress. He has like a little memory foam mattress in there, like a proper diva. Washed everything. Couldn't get the mattress dry in this weather, because even sitting on it in the bathtub to try and squeeze most of the water out, it just would not dry. So I ordered a new memory foam mattress for him. Put that in there. All lovely and clean. Still angry, angry, angry dog. For like 10 minutes every time I put him in bed, and after that he would just go to sleep and be fine. And even like on the weekend, if Nick woke him up in the morning and then stayed downstairs with him and just hung out and played some video games or something, he would go back to bed afterwards. So clearly nothing wrong with his bed. Clearly nothing wrong with his crate. Just angry, freaking angsty child. Being a little shitbag. Very cute, but a bit shitbaggy. And it was stressing me out because I thought like something was wrong or something. That something was wrong with his bed, or that he's hurting in any way. And he's absolutely not hurting. Nothing was wrong because he literally went back to bed on the weekend. So I was just a sucker for falling for it. Which is fine. It's fine. Just didn't expect it to happen. Like he's been out of the toddler stage for so long that I didn't really think he would revert. But clearly the changing routine was just like, can't have that, Mum. Yeah, hello. How are you doing, Merbringer? You alright? How is it going? You're good. I'm glad to hear it. Oh. Should not move my hand out of the frame, clearly. Are you up to much this evening, Merbringer? Doing any hobby stuff, or just chilling? Just games for now, then dishes and some hobby. Nice. What kind of games do you play? The only games I reliably play are World of Warcraft. And, well, very rarely, like, Diablo or stuff like that. Or like TCG Shop Simulator. A lot of them you play from fighting games. Horizon lately? Nice. I haven't played it, but Nivian has. Nivian also plays a lot of different games. He, Welsh Mini Paints here. Hey, how are you doing? Watch me slap some speed paint on these rats. Because Nivian has a game this Saturday and realised that, yes, I started painting the rats, I being me, and then stopped. There were only 5 clan rats painted, and the Claw Lord and the ogres. You good? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Nice. So, we're speed painting clan rats. And we shall see where it takes us. I'm hoping I'll be able to get most of them painted to a tabletop standard that I'm not embarrassed about or embarrassed with. Even if the Claw Lord is an absolute state. Did not do a good job on him. Or I suppose the Claw Lord itself is pretty good, but the OSL is pretty bad. It was my first time doing OSL, and it was an experience, to say the least. I have since learned a lot. So we're starting with speed paints, and I know that there's a whole, like, the paler you are, the better you are kind of thing with Skaven, but if I've not been given instructions, I'm going to paint them how I would like to paint them and not following the official paint rules. What does Awu do? Do it and find out. Now, Awu makes me wear a massive, fluffy wolf hat with ears on it, and yeah, it's yeah, it's very fluffy. It's like a furry hat without the mask, basically. It's I'm not a furry, but I do like fluffy things, so for how long? 10 minutes, I believe, if the reward is if I remember the reward correctly. Usually I kind of forget about it, so I'll wear them longer than that. Same with the wigs. I have 3 different wigs for the wig redeem. And some of them are more... one of them is very long. Long and blue and black, or dark blue. And the other, I've got a baby pink and a neon pink one. And they're not all ruddy fur. Is that going to be brown enough for me? Yeah, they're not created equal, if that makes sense. The blue one is way better quality than the pink ones. But yeah, I usually end up wearing them for longer because I either forget what time I Baxel Fix, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, I either forget how long I've been wearing them already, or yeah, or I don't really mind wearing them at that time. How are you doing, Baxel? You alright? Can I call you Baxel? Is that okay? Or Fix? I don't really know what you prefer. You've joined me on a quest to try and paint a bunch of clan rats so they're ready for a game on Saturday. Completely forgot that I hadn't completed this yet. You're doing good. Had a bit of a scatterbrain moment today. You spent 70 quid on model supplies. Never got the glue. Oh no. Baxel's fine. Nice. What did you buy? Besides the not glue. Just primer, paintbrushes, some new clippers. Ooh, Sylvaneth. I love Sylvaneth. My favourite faction. You're doing a Jurassic Park themed Sylvaneth. That sounds awesome. How are you doing that, if you don't mind me asking? Or what's the plan? Because I can totally see that working. I'm just trying to picture your plan. All the elf parts are going to be bright yellow and orange to make petrified amber, and I'm doing... Oh, sick. Also painting little mosquitoes. Oh! I love that. If you'd be willing to, I would very much like to see your progress on them. So if you want to share them on the Discord, that would be awesome. If you don't mind joining a Discord, that is. If you type !Discord in the chat, it will bring up the link to The Black Dog Painting Discord. Awesome, I'd like that. I love to see what people do with their models. It always makes me really happy. Especially if there's like really different interpretations and yeah, really cool. Posted a progress. Ooh! Love a sprite reference. Oh, very nice. Ooh! That is awesome. I want to, or I'm hoping that we'll get a new or another large Sylvaneth unit at some point soon, because I'd love to paint another one. Otherwise I'll have to repaint either Belthanos or Alariel, because I'm pretty sure I can do way better now than I did the first time round. Or I can just make another Tree Lord. They're not as expensive, so could do that as well. Primarily known for doing silly model concepts like your cheese-themed Death Guard. I like that. That sounds amazing. Cheese-themed. If you have photos of that, I would be really, really curious to see what you did with that. That sounds amazing. Way ahead. Awesome. Gears a sack. Gears a sack. To paint rat armpits. Cheese seems just moldy. Oh, sick. Oh, I like that. Very nice. I did a couple Death Guard. Or Death Guard. They're, I guess they're like... Are they Death Guard? They're the... Whew. Like Plague Marines. Anyway, they're somewhere in a... on the bookshelf here. They're similar, similar sort of color. I sort of loosely followed Andy from Mediocre Hobbies. His paint scheme, loosely goosely. What about rat armpits? They need paint. Nurgle blesses men. Not all Plague Marines are Death Guard. Ah, fair enough. Blessed be, Nurgle thee. See, rat armpits here. Your Death Guard chapter has been dubbed the fromage rate. Oh god. That sounds rank. Which is probably, yeah, that actually, I mean, that works, obviously. How do I feel the Great Horned Rat becoming the 5th Excuse me? I mean, I like that model. I haven't painted it yet, but I think it looks cool. Oh, I don't know if I like this though. This is too light. Well, I guess it gives us a bit of variety in the ratties. I might just grab a black contrast. Happened like last week. Oh, awesome! Just shows you how much I've not been. Maybe wildwood instead, like a dark brown. I haven't really followed any of the news recently, I have to admit. I tend to absorb my news sort of through osmosis. Like my partner, for example, he watches a lot of YouTube, so he will find this kind of info and then tell me about it. Makes you wonder who the other 3 are going to be. Surprises. You don't look at money news. Model news, no monies. Yeah, that's fair. It's it remains a spenny hobby. Like, not super spenny, because we can spend a lot of time with the models that we buy. But it doesn't change the fact that it's not a cheap way to enjoy a hobby. Balakor definitely won. He's the one who said it's supposed to be 8. Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense. See, I'm very lucky because I just like to paint models. So, if the model is cool, I don't really care what it is. I will paint it anyway. And that makes gives me a lot of freedom. There's a lot of freedom in that, which is nice. I'm not beholden to any army or anything like that. I can just buy models that I think look cool and go paint them. And drop my brush in the meantime, obviously. Because why not? Rule of cool, 100%. I am a sucker for cool. To me, anything that looks cool can be painted. We have ordered another, like a new display case from IKEA, just one of the glass narrow shelving units with lights in it, which should hopefully fit next to balls. Oh, I can take them off the wall. Pictures over there, which I'll just move. And we also ordered some glass doors to go on the calyx and some shelves to go, glass shelves to go in it. Because I painted Fulgrim and he doesn't fit in any of our cases. The next Sylvaneth Myth you're going to be doing Kurnoth Hunters. Nice. I got these guys on the go. They were like my like oh shit, what am I supposed to paint? Oh, I should probably just finish something that I already have. And that's been sat on the bookcase for ages. So they got a lick of paint on, when was it? Ooh, sorry camera. Hello? On Saturday. But I just love to paint. So any cool model to me is like another reason to spend time painting. Great Horn Rat Hashut, Bellacorn. You're gonna say Nagash? See, Nagash is possible, but I really hope they do like a troll post thing with like something silly, like, oh well, we're re-releasing original Nagash, and just make that model really big and super ugly. Because original Nagash is super ugly. Really funny. He's probably my favorite mini. Because he's so dumb. First world problem, Fulgrim doesn't fit. Yeah, I know. Shelves are not tall enough, and I'm not going to fully rearrange my Billy just to fit Fulgrim. So instead we're buying a new display cabinet, which I hope he will fit into, and otherwise he'll have to go into Kallax, which I think he will. I think he'll go into Kallax. Nagash's death not chaosy enough. I suppose. That's another one of those rules that I can't really be concerned with. Like, yeah, whatever. Like, I don't really care where he's from. If the model's cool, I'll paint it. I want everything to be me. It's pretty chaotic. Yeah, that's true. I can't wait for my new brushes to arrive. I really like my Rosemary & Co ones, these, but I'm very, very curious about the orange brushes. People keep telling me they're really good, so I ordered 2 packs, one for me and one for Nivian. Not wild though, holding 2 primers and painting the mini. I mean, sometimes I'm holding 3 paintbrushes. Saves me having to switch between paints if I don't. And I know it's crazy, but who cares? It's silly time. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, look, there's 3 here, actually. This is a really crap brush. Well, it's not a crap brush, it's me who's using it the wrong way. It's also not a very good brush anymore. I've not been very nice to it. It's one of the red dot. Oh, actually, it's not. Ooh. Well, in that case, really sorry, little brush. I have desecrated thee. Supposedly a sable brush, but you have never been particularly good to me, but here we are. Yeah, it's just not doing it for me. Rat armpits. You were crazy once. They locked you in a room with rats, and rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Crazy? Yes, yes. I think I'll have to. Yeah. I don't think that's gonna work. What are we doing? Doombull brown. Maybe just Rhinox hide with Doombull brown. Because I like Rhinox hide, it's one of my favourite paints. And it will cover nicely. 8:30. Right, I have another like hour or so. Hurry up, Flort. We're not fun Citadel paints, but the Rhinox hides. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I like those. But Rhinox hide is one of those paints that just it's just beautiful. It covers really nicely. The color is really ridiculously nice. Big fan. I have, in principle, nothing really against Citadel paints. I find them usually quite consistent and easy to work with. I just really hate the pots, and I hate that Games Workshop deliberately leave them that way. Which makes me want to, like, rebel. So most of my paints are Ari Painter, or I've got a lot of Pro Acryl now, and getting more and more of the Atom range as well. You smell Johan in the room. Yes, you do. Well, maybe not smell, but... Must be your fart. Traveled far and wide. I also just really love paints. Like, they make me very, very happy. I'm a bit of a paint hoarder. Like, I will do things for paints. Even though they serve a function to the pot, of course, but the dilution and not being opaque. Yeah, I think that's their whole spiel, isn't it? Like, layer paints are not supposed to be opaque. You're supposed to layer them, yada yada, but I do agree with you that it's not ideal. Like, if I don't want things to be opaque, then I will thin them to a glaze. With that, you're going to call it early. Finish your bowl of cereal. Nice. Head to bed. Thank you for joining for a bit. I really appreciate it. Always lovely to see you. Have a nice evening and sleep well. Ratsratsrats. It looks like metal, that. So we'll leave that. God. Oh no, that's why. Still. Did that one. Not that one. Just realised I hadn't done the straps on the shield. Is it the tidiest job I've ever done? No. Is it the best job I've ever done? Also no. Am I still having a good time? Yeah, kind of. needs a wash in a minute. Strappy straps. Now this grey might be cool for this hood. It's going to need a good coat because it's quite light, it's grey. I might let it dry and put another coat on top. Okay. Yeah, he can be the odd one out. Oh God. tiny bit of water off the side of my palette and it's just gone slurp into my brush. Rats, 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 rats. Am I going crazy? Maybe a little bit. But look at all those rats. This weirdo has a skull on his head. How many need to be ready for Friday? Well, it's Saturday, and 15 plus the 2 characters. I've got 11 here, which I'm working on at the moment, and well, it's not going super fast, it's also not going super slow, so I'm not too worried. Decide what I want to use for probably this or this, or maybe that. Because I've got a lot of wood, shields and stuff that need to be... Gorgrant of fur, maybe? Maybe. Or sewer. Probably. Too bright. So we're going to go with the sewer, and then we can give that a quick dry brush afterwards. So I still have a bit of time. Not a lot. I'll do some painting tomorrow as well, I think. I have time. I have time. It's also not a problem if they're not completely finished. They're literally just so they can be fielded. Because I don't think Nick's opponent even has models here because he lives in Wales. So we're probably supplying both armies. I reckon that's what the deal is. Stream to 4 people. Nice. That'd be cool. And I can watch. Have something on in the background. Yeah, I reckon I'll be painting tomorrow. And depending on how I get on. Also, Friday. But we'll see. Right, okay, so can't even remember what I was doing with this. So this one doesn't even have a proper shield. He has like some cloth between a bunch of oh, that was great. Well done, Flo. What are you going to be streaming? Purple boys? Ooh, you Helldrake. That is quite the project. It never really appealed to me, the Helldrake. Don't know if that's because it's just... He does show nicely on camera. Very true. He's, It's a very cool model, but... To me... It being called a drake and it only vaguely resembling a dragon, I find it upsetting. I want it to be more dragon, less metal. But the 3 knights, a drake is easy. I like your optimism. The trim on those bastards is quite something. At least you're not doing non-metallic metal like White Wolf did on his, which I still think is absolutely insane. You get an Age of Sigmar and Demon on it. Yeah, exactly. That to me is way nicer than metal boxes. Although saying that, I did have fun with my dreadnought. You do 1,000 suns, you're not no stranger to trim. No, it's true. That is true. Ooh, thank you. Good shout. I did actually forget to drink, so that was a good shout. I am an idiot. Correct. What do you mean you forgot to drink? You're thirsty, yes? Oh, you're one of those neuro-spicy people then? Yes. You need to empty your display cabinet and take good photos. Yeah. Like, we actually have a photo box and I still haven't taken any. Like, I need to update my my site. I haven't touched it in months. And Fulgrim has been finished since, and my Dreadnought has been finished since. So I really need to add my pictures, but admin. You need a drink near you 24/7 or your brain's like, no, yeah. But even if it's near me, I quite often just don't want it. Like, I will know that I really should have a drink with me, like, logically. So, for example, like, I might, because I really hate the taste of water, which is a ridiculous thing to say. So I always need something like a tiny bit of squash or something to make it more interesting. And like in the evening, I'll go to bed and I go, no, I'll get thirsty. So I'll make myself a drink to take upstairs with me. Do I drink it? Do I fuck? The only time I can drink water is if it's like sparkling water or, well, anyway, not English tap water. That is a or not from our area anyway, because it tastes like chlorine. Sometimes certain like mineral waters I can drink or don't hate too much, but I only really like those either in the middle of the night, if I just woke up from a dream or something and think, oh man, I really need a drink. Then I'll have water. Or in the middle of the summer, if it's really, really hot and I'm really, really thirsty, then I can drink it. Water from your home city is hard to taste blar. So I don't think necessarily hard water tastes worse necessarily, because in the Netherlands, in the south of the Netherlands, there is like a province called Limburg. In the south of there, they've got these limescale caves, and there's a couple of like what's it called? Springs nearby, and even the tap water there is just fantastic, and it's really hard, very high limescale content. But it is one of the few waters that I will happily drink from the tap. I just have an issue with the way tap water in this area smells. I think because it smells so much like chlorine or chloramine or whatever is in the water here, I don't like it. And even if I put it through a Brita filter, which helps, I still don't like it. So the only way at work we now have a soda stream and one of the Bear Grylls tap water filter things. So the water tastes better, and then if I put some sparkle in it, I don't hate it as much. So I do drink water at work sometimes, but if I drink more than my cup of coffee and maybe like one extra drink a day at work, I'm pretty good going. That's been pretty good going. I am really bad with drinking at work. I just hate it so much. Fancy. You drink fermented water. Wine. Actually, also I don't really drink wine. Not that I don't like wine. I do like wine. I just don't know what's good or reasonable and not mega expensive. I also don't really normally drink, if I'm honest. Like, I'll happily drink with friends or something, but I'll very rarely crack open a cold one with the boys, me being the boys. Ah, that water. Potato water. But yeah, I almost never drink. It doesn't really like occur to me. I don't really drink on my own. I never drink for the result. I only drink for the flavor or for the taste. So it has to be tasty for me to actually enjoy it. I have a bottle of Baileys in the fridge that I very rarely will have like a small glass from as a dessert kind of thing. Or with a coffee or something. I have probably about 4 bottles of gin and 2 whiskies on the shelf as well. The gins keep suppliers from work keep gifting them to us for Christmas. The first year when I worked there, I had a few gin and tonics on a night out with work. And when my boss got asked what does Floortje drink as an alcohol drink that we can gift her, he says gin. So now they've remembered that that one year I drank gin, so I keep getting bottles of gin. Bless him. But one of the new reps, he hadn't asked at his office what I had previous years, so he asked me, and I could say, "Oh, I'd like a Baileys, please." So now I have a bottle of Baileys instead of. Hi, Pixie. How you doing? In case of malaria. How's it going, Pixie? You all right? You good? I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing a speed run painting some Skaven for a game that Nivian has on Saturday. And we realised that I only ever painted 5 of the clan rats. Oops. So, yeah, there was quite a lot to catch up on there. Yeah, I'm alright, thanks. I'm alright. Going okay. Not great, not terrible. You know how it goes. Just, I had a pretty alright day at work for a change, which was quite nice. So, yeah, came home and felt alright about things for a bit, so I thought, let's go paint some stuff. This is going to need a heavy knob oil. I thought this was way darker than it was. Henry Hoover. Yeah, it was all right. I got to work on leaflets, like flyers and business cards, instead of doing my actual job today, so I was quite happy. Luna Bacon was asking about RoseCon. Oh yeah, why? You're gonna be there, finances permitting. Awesome. Well, RoseCon itself is not expensive, so it's probably just travel and hotels and stuff that could be difficult. You're coming as well, aren't you? Really local? Ah, oh, she's in Cardiff, and she literally can just swing by. Yeah, she has no excuse. I have a 6-hour drive both ways and have to book 2 nights in a hotel for myself, so... Again, like, finances permitting. RoseCon is like 20 quid, I think, the ticket. Something like that, and that includes lunch. Business expense tax write-off, yeah, I wish. That would imply me having a business. Fuel and hotel, but if she is in Cardiff, then it's... Oh, for you, finances permitting. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Luna Bacon still. I don't really know why. No, that's fine. I did ask. I did say, like, you're gonna be there, aren't you? Like, Hotel in Cardiff shouldn't be too bad around that time. I think Chris Rose deliberately, plans the dates around there not being any other major events and stuff in the area. So in theory, you have an idea for a project? What kind of project? Ooh, for the competition. Amazing. You still have loads of time. And we don't expect anything massive, just something that has us think about how it's different, why it's different than expected. Or what you're struggling with, really. Like if you're like super bipolar, you can paint two halves of the same mini, for example, just to give an illustration. Or if you're missing a leg, you can do that. Or if it's just to show something that this needs wood. That's what you're struggling with. What's that? Just to show something to make us think about what your what sets you apart. I can't give any hints. Obviously, hints don't really. Like, there isn't much to hint. It's your interpretation, and it's also, you'll go up with something. Absolutely, it's also really not designed to make you bend over backwards and twist yourself into all kinds of knots to try and fit the brief. Right? If you paint something in a way that's unexpected and that we hadn't really considered yet, then that's the brief as well. Like if I were to enter, because I struggle with depression and stuff at times, I would probably paint my mini in grey tones and have the world around me still be in vivid colour. Or maybe the other way around. I would probably have to paint the whole thing in black and white, because everything loses colour. Depression is a bastard. So I'm thinking... You got an idea? Ooh, exciting. Don't tell me. Or do tell me. Now I'm curious. Thanks for the inspiration. Ooh, okay. Now I'm very curious. Wait and see, yeah. Posted a finished colouring picture. Ooh, and a work in progress. Ooh, ooh. Oh, whoa. Sick. Did you draw that? Or is it a colouring book? I love the colours. Second one is amazing. The fish are really awesome. Didn't draw it. Oh, that's fair. I love those adult colouring books. They're really, really cool. Oh, shoot. No oil is going to be my friend. And then we can slap some highlights on there and call it Dunzoed. Well, obviously after the copper paint goes on there. Oh man, I keep finding bits of rats that need paint. And all the rat paints have dried up. Guess I can just use some of this. No one will notice that. spike collar. Two spikes. Speedrun rats. Oh man, I just realised I have to work tomorrow. Shit, for some reason I thought it was Thursday today. Which is really dumb because it's never Thursday when I stream. My watch is shouting at me. It's vibrating. You need to get up. You need to move. No, I don't. I'm painting. But I don't want to move. Why does time go so quickly when you're doing something that's fun? Physics? Actually, it's perception. It's funny because when I came out here, I didn't really want to come out here. I really wanted to go to bed because I put fresh sheets on the bed yesterday, and they are amazing. If you're not noticing it here in the moment, yeah, that's it. Fully in the flow, and I wish I could. See, this kind of painting, it suits me perfectly. I can just slap some paint on, nice and chill. I'll put a wash on, and then I'll highlight it up, make it nice and tidy. Blue Water 1976. Thank you so much for the follow. It's challenging but not difficult. Yes. I think that is probably a good description of what I'm doing. The challenge is doing it quickly and not to get fully sucked into over focusing on the minor details. Like they are supposed to be tabletop standard. And even that is a bonus because they could well just be grey and it would not be a problem because it's fully just Nivian and a friend who we're going to be playing. You edge highlight. If you edge highlighted, you'd never get anything done. See, I love edge highlighting. I find it really fun. I actually really enjoy it. I never understand why people don't edge highlight. But I also know that I'm a bit of a silly sausage. And I do like to punish myself, apparently. Speed, darling. Yeah, I know. It would be more difficult if these were Space Marines, but because they're rats and not Marines, it's a lot easier. Oh, I know it's time consuming. I don't mind that. See, for me, the paint process is the entire enjoyment of the thing, right? So I have no issue whatsoever spending a long time on a paint job because I don't need to have anything ready in time for something, or I'm not trying to finish an army or anything like that. So I don't have any of those constraints that most other people have where they struggle to finish a lineup of models. I just get to paint whatever the hell I want, and it makes it a lot, the pressure a lot less pressury. 31-year backlog. Yeah, I've only got 2 years so far, and part of my 2-year backlog was Skaven, so I'm actually fixing that. are part of my pile of shame, so I can't complain. It's a pile of potential, actually. You said so yourself. We don't shame. We enjoy the process. Yes, that we do. We do enjoy the process. You bought and built a lot when you were really depressed in the past. Ah, yes. Retail therapy. I know it well. Lots built but not painted. No. No time like the present, right? And no one says that your models have to be painted, as long as you're not entering them into competitions and stuff. You can just enjoy the building if that's what you like. Hence the selling stuff you never paint. Yeah, that's fair. All the things that I haven't painted are new in box, basically. Purely because I pick projects on vibes, so if I'm not feeling it, I'm not painting it. Good for your brain to paint. It's a physically productive hobby. It is, yes. It's creating something is a very healthy thing to do, and it's one of the reasons why I started doing it, because it's doing something with my hands and having an end result is huge. I don't think people really realize how much of a positive effect creative hobbies have on the brain. Job not creative, so only virtual results. Yeah. It's hard. I really struggle with the lack of what's it called? Finishing things. Are we finishing this one today? Well, yes and no. I am going to put the copper on before I stop on the ones that have it, because I want to be able to give them a non-oil wash. This is very red. I think I'll have to mix that with a different copper. Brass or something. A big bronze. No soft game over here. What do you mean with that? wrong water. Fiddly sticks. Other projects you're proud of? You can see the top of your kitchen table. Fuck yeah. Nice work. Creating space in real life is creating space in brain space, so that's huge, man. Wonky Goblin, how are you doing? You're catching me on a speed run Skaven painting because Nivian has a game on Saturday and almost no clan rats. So we're blasting through. And then I will wrap up shortly and have to go to bed, unfortunately, because I still have to go to work. I haven't won the lottery yet. So I still have to go to the frickin' office. No one has decided to pay me money for being just a silly girl. No matter how hard I try to be just a silly girl, no one ever pays me. Yeah, those painted 2 or 3 about 15 years ago. No sugar daddy, no, I just have my boyfriend who is fortunately very, very nice to me, but unfortunately doesn't quite have the funds to just tell me to throw in the towel at work. Which is very fair because I wouldn't want to be a kept woman anyway. I would want to contribute. But yeah. One day I hope to change the way I make money, because I do not want to be doing this for the rest of my life. Well, I mean painting, yes, but not the actual work. Apparently the way to make some money on Twitch is to display the goods as an e-girl. Yeah, I should probably go sit in a bathtub, like in a paddling pool, and paint my minis in a paddling pool. And then paint in the just chatting category rather than the miniatures and models. Because that has so many more viewers. Oh, this one has I've missed some silver on this. Good thing I checked. Yeah, no one wants to see me in a paddling pool though, I promise. It's not a pretty sight. I am well past my prime, unfortunately. Easy to clean the brushes. Oh god, sitting there and be like half glittery because I've rinsed my metallic brushes in my paddling pool. Here, art has more viewers than miniatures. It does. Rats, yes, indeed. It does have more viewers, but yeah, I wish you could stream in both categories. Like you could link both categories to your go live, but unfortunately, no such luck with Twitch. No negative self-talk. Bad dog. It's true though. This is not the body of a 20-year-old. You don't think you had a prime deposit? I think my prime was probably like 11 years ago, something like that, 29th. Unfortunately, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I did all right when I moved to England, and then I absolutely let myself go because running is not very fun here. And considering running is freaking awful to begin with, that was very quick. No, thank you. You've nothing constructive to add. No, exactly. Same. Right. Non-oil. Right. We're slapping non-oil over everything. And then the last... And once that's all dry, tomorrow we'll do the details, highlights, camera, come on. Details, highlights, and that'll be 11 rats done. Yes. Which I think is pretty good going for an evening. Obviously it's not just one evening, but you know how it goes. Perfect. Who cares anything? No, exactly. I am very, very fortunate that he still wants me and likes me the same way he did 11 years ago. That is all that matters. And the feeling is mutual, fortunately, so... You've seen the spreadsheet, yeah. Well, I haven't had my end of year review yet, so I'm yet to see what improvement points he comes up with this time. That's a joke, in case people weren't sure. He does joke about my end of year, about an end of year review every year. And then about if I don't score high enough, I have to go back on the ferry, and he keeps my PC. You're lucky enough to be in the same position 16 years together. That's so good, isn't it? There's just something really, really healthy about being with someone you genuinely care about, and yeah, just feels really, really nice. And I wish that on everyone. Even my enemies. I don't have any enemies, but no. Everyone should have it, because it's the best. hurry up. I want to slap this null oil on so that it can dry before tomorrow. So I don't need to use a hairdryer or anything like that. Ugh. But I'm also very tired and my eyes are a bit squinty, so I need to... You find your perfect partner and conveniently he also lives in your head. Nice! Only if you both collect and have a tiny house. It's halfway between a gaming store and a bookshop. Oof. Yeah. Well, as long as you do it in such a way that it's not proper hoarding. I don't see any issue with that. If you both have your own hobbies and enjoy similar things, then that's fantastic. Just buy a bigger house, yeah, obviously, duh. Buy a bigger house, forehead. Sploosh. You're gonna go sleep? No worries. Me too in a moment because I am tired, but I still need to go walk the dog. Not that he's gonna want to walk very far, but I don't want to have any dramas with oh, I have to poop in the middle of the night, so you're gonna hit the sack too? No worries. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna just slap this null oil on and then I'll call it a night as well. Thank you, Merving. I appreciate it, and thank you for joining the stream again. I can hear Nivian laughing in the house. He is playing Diablo, I think, with someone from work. It sounds like they're having a good time. It's because the walls are very thin between there, and it's essentially I can hear him outside, out of the window, right? And the garage, that wall isn't super insulated. I mean, it is, but not soundproofed. I think Skaven are your most unfinished faction. You have Unpainted Blood Bowl Skaven, Skaven from WFP, Warhammer Quest, and Advanced Hero Quest, all part of... Jeez, you just get thicker walls, no? That's a lot of unfinished models. I did a few Skaven. I did like I did 5 clan rats. I did the ogres, and I did the claw lord. But ages ago, like with Skaven Tide when that came out. and then promptly forgot about them because I had more exciting things to do. As these things go. And then Nivian said, have you got plans for stream this Wednesday? And my answer was no. I did not have plans for stream. Can't be dealing with the monopose plastic ones, so yeah. I mean, these are really fun. There's a lot to them. No. No two are the same, I think. No. Not of the 11 that I have on my desk anyway. It might be that they're just duplicates with the 5 that are in the bookshelf, but I don't think so. Well, maybe this one. Yeah, maybe. No, also 2 different ones. One raised arm, one arm down. So, yeah. Yeah, I hope Nivian doesn't mind that they don't look exactly the same as they did when Skaven Tide came out, because I can, for the life of me, not remember what I painted them, or what I used to paint them last time. And I also know that it took me freaking forever last time to do those 5 rats, so considering that I don't have forever at the moment, we're going speed run. Right. That is the last of the non-oil on. And that is me very tired. So I am going to go create a raid for us. So that I can, before I manage to get a copy of the original Warhammer Quest, you started making it with a... Oh god. Yeah, it's, I think that's my main problem with army painting, is that I don't like things being the same. So... that's why I always paint yeah, why I always paint single models, because I just find that way more enjoyable. Let's see who close that. Close that. Okay. Right, I think we can go have a little look at Critical Paint Studios. He is working on a really cool dragon, so I think we can go there. I think that'd be nice. He's in Australia, so lots of time. You like the guard models you got? They're really fun. Oh, Bretonians, yeah. They are fun. I think that's my very first model I ever painted, one of the old Bretonians, but that was when I was like 15, so don't remember that at all. Raid. Right. I'm going to create a raid. We're going to Critical Paint Studios. And I'm going to send them some love. Hopefully you guys will come with me for a bit and spread the love. Thank you all very much for hanging out. Thank you for the follows, for the resubs. I really very much appreciate it. It is very kind. And I've had a good time. It's been fun painting little red boys. So we'll finish those off on a weekend or like on Friday or whatever. And then on Saturday, I will come up with something new to paint. Or maybe I'll finish the Sylvaneth that I started. Maybe. Anyway, I'm going to send us out to Critical Paint Studios. Thank you all very much. Have a lovely rest of your